All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. All right, double honors to the apostles, and salutation, brothers, doing this thing in sincerity and truth and charity. And basically, man, we're going to go into more proof that that America is Babylon, man, that great whore. All right, based off of the Statue of Liberty and what it represents, and what America has done to push the idea on the world, man, proving that this is Babylon the Great, man, the whore. So first, Garab, read Revelation 17.
Come on. 17.
Then start at 1.
This is Revelation 17:1, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
That's right. So he's all right. Now skip down real quick. In fact, keep reading.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the habitation of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
That's right. They drunk of the wine of fornication, man, which means what? Her philosophies, man. Now to go to Isaiah 29. All right. They got on this. The main philosophy is a fiat money system, man, a credit-based money system. All right, but got on the whole mindset of liberty, man. Doing as you will. What they tell you, oh, this country is oppressing their women. They got their women covering up their bodies. That's oppression. That's slavery. They're being male chauvinists. That's bullshit. That's how women supposed to be, man. Oh, they're not allowing homosexuals to freely express their desires. That's oppression. That's inhumane. No, that's fucking madness. They have a sickness, man. Okay? So read Isaiah 29 and start at 9.
This is Isaiah 29, Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out, and cry that they are drunken, but not with wine, but they stagger, but not with strong drink.
Keep going.
For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes, and prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered.
Right. So what they come in the spirit of lies, man. They come in. That's why it's called the false prophet. All right, one of those unclean spirits they have is a false prophet, man, because they're lies, man. All right, they teach lies and lies only. Now there's a term called in fact, keep going to Revelation, shall y'all? Call it up.
Revelation 17:3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stone and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Real more.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth.
Right, the mother of harlots and abomination on earth, man. And it said it was arrayed in purple and scarlet and gold and precious stones and pearls. Man, it was a rich nation. All right, and America has the biggest economy in the world, man. And actually, it's on the downfall, which is going to fuck the world up. But that's just what we're going to get into. All right, that phrase is a phrase called American exceptionalism, man. And they took and pushed that on the world, man. So I'm going to read through this. In fact, the type of American exceptionalism, the first thing they show is a picture of the Statue of Liberty. And it says, now this is from the German professor, Singlai Lamiki. He states that the Statue of Liberty signifies the proselytizing mission as the natural extension of the U.S. sense of itself as an exceptional nation. Okay? So American exceptionalism is an ideology holding the United States as unique among nations in positive or negative connotations with respects to its ideals of democracy and personal freedom. And that's the whole thing, man. I'm gonna go to the second paragraph. This is just Wikipedia right here. I got another article I'm going to that actually goes into the history of the Statue of Liberty. In this view, American exceptionalism stems from the American Revolution becoming what political scientist Seymour Martin Lipset called the first new nation, and developing the American ideology of Americanism based on liberty, egalitarianism, individualism, republicanism, democracy, and laissez-faire economics. The ideology itself is often referred to as American exceptionalism. And this is what they spread across the globe, man. The idea of liberty, what they call liberty, man. Okay? What they call freedom, which is them basically saying you can do what the fuck you want to do. That's not true liberty. But that's what they call liberty, man. The freedom to do whatever wickedness you want to do. In fact, to give an example of wicked liberty, get Sirach 25. I'm going to read. It says, another thing is the idea of the U.S. has a unique mission to transform the world. Abraham Lincoln stated in the Gettysburg Address, Americans have a duty to ensure government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from earth. And they want to put that across the globe, man. All right? This is what they put. Oh, this is for you. You can be who you are. You can be what you want to be. Do what you want to do. All right? We got to come police your land. Hey, you're being inhumane to your citizens. You're not allowing homosexuals to fucking be who they are. You're not allowing women to be who they are, man. That's what they push across the globe. All right? Push democracy. Push their idea of economics on the globe, man. Now everybody's forced to deal with the U.S. dollar internationally. Now everybody has their own form of a fiat currency, man, based off the IMF, International Monetary Fund. Right? So, Sirach 25 and verse 25.
This is Sirach 25 verse 25. Give the waters no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Now every nation is counted as a woman, you know. So when you look at people, man, as that far as that goes, don't give water the passage, neither the wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Basically, to put it as high as this goes, and you're not supposed to allow wickedness. Wickedness has no liberty. That shit is supposed to be bounded off, cut off. All right, that's what we got statutes for. A limitation to stop us. All right, true liberty is being allowed to live as how you should, not as you please. If you look it up in the Greek, in the Bible. But they promote this type of liberty, man. Allowing wickedness to go on. And they push that on the world, man. So now, I'm going to go down to the section of it called History of the Concept. And really I'm going to go to a quote what Obama said, man. In fact, that's in a different section. Current official stance and its detractors. So Obama made this quote, man. This is see, and a lot of these Edomites are tricky. A lot of them want to run for the phrase American exceptionalism, but they want to call it peace. This is what Obama said. Obama further noted that I see no contradiction between believing that America has a continued extraordinary role in leading the world towards peace and prosperity, and recognizing that leadership is incompetent depends on our ability to create partnerships, because we create partnerships because we can't solve these problems alone. All right? So that's pushing that American exceptionalism on the world. That America is the greatest nation. That whore has sipped upon many waters. All right? And they force their ideas on the world, man. In the form of what? Oh, well, this is for world peace. This is to make the place better. But yet it only gets worse. Look at how bad America's gotten since women's liberation came around, man. All right? Look at how much more violence increased. Look how much more shit got out of order. All right. So now he further said in another speech, he says, however, when modest effort and risk, right, this is on the Syria crisis in 2013. Now America shoot missiles on Syria and then try to say this is for peace. That's how you trying to help a motherfucker by blowing their ass off the map. It's an oxymoron. However, when with modest effort and risk, we can stop children from being gassed to death and thereby make our kids safer over the long run, I believe we should act. That is what makes America different. That is what makes us exceptional. Meanwhile, they bombing these people. They talking about we trying to stop them from being gassed, but they bombing hospitals. All right? They do this to spread their way of life across the globe. If you don't agree with them, and we're going to force your president out of office, and we're going to set up a puppet. Look what they did to Muammar Gaddafi. Took him out of office, set up a puppet. The people loved him over there in Libya. All right, he was setting up waterways, all right, gas line, I believe it was a waterway throughout the north part of the country, man. He was finna get them on a gold currency off using a paper currency. That's what really pissed them off. So they took him out of office, all right, and set up a puppet. And since then, they've been still going at it because the people didn't want that. Vatican ain't doing that. America's doing that. America's spread this lies across the globe. Okay, force people onto different variations of democracy. Okay, and that's across the globe. So go back to Revelation 17, hit verse 15.
There's Revelation 17, verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are people and multitude and nations and tongues.
So there you go. This whore set up was basically he had power and control over different lands, man. Who does it? They got military bases across that. I know upward of hundreds, and I want to say there's about 1,000 of them, over 1,000 military bases. They got different forms, what they call them, all right? And embassies across the globe, man, because they set rules. Look, they put sanctions on people. Hey, look, that's inhumane. We're going to put a sanction. That's against what we say is right and fair. We're going to put sanctions on your country. All right, we're not going to allow trade deals with your country. America has done that. They forced their way of life, their ideology on the globe. Hell, everybody got to use the U.S. dollar to trade. That's part of what is a part of American exceptionalism, man. Okay? Give Revelation 19 and 2, since you're right there.
This is Revelation 19 and 2. For the true righteous are his judgments, for he
Read it over.
Revelation 19 and 2. For true and righteousness, righteous are his judgments, for he hath judged the great whore which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged the blood of his servants at her hand.
And now look, it said, did this whore corrupted the earth? Who took over the globe and spread his lies, man? All right? Who bankrupted countries by getting them on paper currencies? Who spread the poison of homosexuality? Look, they said if you don't allow homosexual marriage, we will not give you any assistance. All right? Who released these women from oppression? All right? America. So look, this is on the page humansarefree.com, and the name of this article is "The Secret Worship of the Illuminati Statue of Liberty is Anuki Goddess Anana." I'm not going to read through this whole thing. I mean, you can look it up and deal with it yourself. I don't care about that. This is what I want right here. The name of the statue goes back to Libertas, goddess Libertas. Libertas. Okay? But she was also an early adoption by Romans of the Babylonian goddess Ishtar. Alright? Because it's nothing new. That's why this place is called the mother of harlots, man. All this shit is based off a bunch of witchcraft and idolatry. That's what America's built off of. Get an aerial view of Washington, D.C. You will see certain parts of it got the Mason compass, and then you will see the rest of it is the 5-point star, the pentagram, the Baphomet. Okay? America's based off this shit. Okay, so Roman's goddess Liberitas or Libertas was the name of an ancient, and this is Rome all over again. This is the beast that wound was healed, man. Whose deadly wound was healed. This is Rome all over again. Libertas was the name of an ancient Roman goddess. 13. An ancient Roman goddess by the Romans, perhaps was adopted by the Romans perhaps as early as the 5th century BC, and certainly by the 4th century BC. She was referred to as the goddess of personal freedom and liberty. In fact, Libertas meant freedom. So liberty means freedom, right? The two names describe the one concept we call freedom. Liberty equals freedom and freedom equals liberty. This goddess was the goddess of freedom because she promoted the ideals for the personal freedom to do anything that felt good. Do as thou wilt. That's part of the Luciferian doctrine, man. And that's this place is built off of. This same fucking pagan witchcraft. Okay? She was called the matron goddess of prostitution. And I'm going to get the word matron. Let's look at what matron is, man. The word matron it says matron, an older married woman who usually has the highest social position, a woman whose job is to be in charge of children or other women. Okay? So the woman in charge over the other children. Basically, now I'm on etymology though, because I know matron means mother. I'm pretty sure. It comes from the Latin mater, mater, which means mother. Alright? That's the head woman, the mother. Okay? Married woman, that says late 14th century from Old French matrone. Elderly lady, patroness, midwife, and directly from Latin, matrona, married woman, wife, matron, from mater, mother. Alright? So guess what? This idol they worship is called the mother goddess of prostitution. The mother of harlots. And that's the symbol and ideal of America. The Statue of Liberty right there. She was called the matron goddess of prostitution because she promoted sexual freedom. Indeed, she had invented the concept. Slaves consider her their goddess in the hopes of winning their freedom. And that's what America pumps. See, that's why everybody look to America for the idea of liberty. All right, the freedom to do whatever wickedness comes to their heart. That's why them Arabs come over here. They become whores, man. They become faggots. All right, and not just Arabs. I just started with them, man. All the fucking heathens do that shit because they'll be shunned in their lands. All right, for the most part, because now that shit is run rampant, man. These people got trainees over there. They do all type of wickedness now in these other lands because of America, the mother of harlots, whose image is what? The matron goddess. All right. So you got the Habakkuk 2 and Charlotte getting their home, and that's just plain, man. America is the mother of harlots. Even they fucking mascot, the Statue of Liberty, proves that. All right, 2 and we're gonna start at 5.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also, sorry, Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is proud man, needs to keep it at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and as he death, it is as death.
And we already went through what the wine is, man. That the world drank off of the lies. All right? And what is a lie, man? Things opposite of the truth. So they teach it's okay to be homosexual. They teach it's okay to be a fucking whore, to be promiscuous. They teach you, that getting on a debt-based currency is okay. Well, that's out of balance, and that's a false weight. Is an abomination to the Lord. Because you got to think of it. You come to me, I invent something. I just invented dollars. Boom, I got $5. You borrow $3. I tell you, you owe me $6. How are you going to pay me these other $3 if I just made this money up? Where are you going to get the other $3 from? You can't. You will forever be in debt to me. You will give me those $3 back. Because I only gave you 3. But now you got no more dollars. So where you going to get this other 3? You owe me $3 still. That's the American debt system, man. That's the dollar. I invented this, boom. Here go 2 of them. You owe me 4. But I got all the dollars over here. Why you gonna pay me back 4 if you only got 2? You always owe me. It's out of balance. They got the world on that. They tricked the world with that shit. Because America got so great. American exceptionalism. They got all the world to get on board with their bullshit. Look at how fucking sexually active Japan is. Alright? Even their goddamn cartoons, even their goddamn game shows is based off sex. It's fucking weird as fuck, man. The woman in one of the shows is a woman. This man is supposed to sing or read or something. I forget. While a woman is giving him a blowjob, he got to focus. What type of game show was that? That's something supposed to be done in his own fucking privacy. And not with a random woman that's just doing this shit freely to different men. And that's just an example, man. They've played the world. Alright, and that's why it says, yea, because she transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, need to keep it at home. Alright? Who enlarges his desire is as hell and is as death. And that basically means that it can't be satisfied. Alright? Like it says in Proverbs. Alright? Hell can't be satisfied. So what does this place do? They gather the world. That's their mission. They want all your resources. Look, we'll give you democracy. We'll give you US dollar. We'll give your people freedom. But you give us your oil. You give us your gold. You give us actual important stuff. We give you fake ass money. Alright? Which most of it you never even see in rotation. Based off loans and debt, man. Bank transfers. Credit card payments. Man, most of it you never even fucking see. But you give us all this stuff. In fact, put your citizens on the Social Security card. Now we own your citizens. That's what America has done to the world. Go ahead.
Verse 6.
But guess what? You can be gay. You can be a whore. You can be whatever weirdo you want to be. Just give us all your shit. And we'll give you liberty. Go ahead.
Still at verse 5. You cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, heapeth unto him all people.
Keep going.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long?
Right, because he's stolen this stuff. He's tricked the world, so he stole it. To be a thief, he deceived them. All right, he's gathered their stuff from them, man, including their citizens. You had a precept bring it up. If you don't know what is that, quote it. What is it?
Oh yeah, it just came in.
Okay, come on. Finish the verse up.
Says, and to him that leddeth himself into with thick clay.
And that word thick clay is the batyat, which means debt. So they tricked the world with the idea of a liberty. Yes, democracy, liberty, freedoms. Do what you want to do, live great as America. But you got to behave as America. You got to get on this debt-based system. All right? And they robbed the world with that idea, man. The mother of harlots. But it said how long? Guess what? Eventually, these nations are going to turn. They're going to realize it's bullshit. All right? China buying up your debt, thinking, okay, it's going to pay you off because they're the greatest country in the world. Surely America's economy is going to be good, and we're going to get paid. But it failed them. All right? That's why they got off buying American debt. Okay? But guess what? They still falling after their ways. They plan on being the next world power. All right? You got to preach it with.
This is John 10 and verse 10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it that they might have it more abundantly.
Right, because ultimately he's getting you guys to get on board with him about war, about bombing you, man, poisoning you, all right, changing up everything. That's why they got a phrase, a Western mindset. Where does that come from? That further proves this is America, that great whore. They got everybody to think like that, man. Or think about personal pleasures and going after whatever flesh desire they want. And it's okay to do it because we give you money. We give you debt. We giving you homosexuality. But meanwhile, they fucking you up across the globe. All right, bombing you. You become third world countries. Your people become more demonic than ever. Go back to Habakkuk 7.
God.
2 and 7.
Habakkuk 2:7. Shall they?
Huh?
To see if it's right.
Read it. And call it if you got it. You can bring it on now.
Come, because it just looked at it and
If it's not right, I'll correct it. Go ahead.
come. This is Micah 6:11. Shall I count them pure with the wicked balance and with the bag of deceitful weight? For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitations thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth.
Hey, that's precept is right on point, man. All right, is Lord gonna count this place pure, man? This balance, everything about this place is out of balance. Wickedness reign, lies reign. The money system they got them on is bullshit, man. All right, everything about this place is just fucking out of balance. Deceitful weights. Here go $2, you owe me $5, but dollars don't exist except for my hands. Where the rest of these three coming from? False balance, man. All right. Damn. Read the next verse.
Verse 13. Therefore also will I make thee sick and smiting thee, in making thee desolate because of thy sins.
Come. All right. And in the scriptures, it's manifold, man. Because a lot of times they can be talking about the wicked, or we're talking about the wicked of Israel, but it go hand in hand because the wicked of Israel is their father, the devil. Mm-hmm. And whenever when it's talking about Esau, it relates to them because they are their father, the devil. So the wicked and wicked of Israel go hand in hand, man. So this is the perfect scripture. Huh? This is what the fuck they did, man. But look, it said they should become desolate, man. All right. They fucked, man. The rich man Esau Edom, man, that scarlet whore. All the nations, look, we can be as great as America. Hey, Gook still come to this place thinking the streets is native gold. It's fucking madness, man. Go ahead. Go ahead, Natazak.
Verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly, and shall bite thee in a way that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
There you go. So you think you're going to just have the nations in your power and get them all this bullshit, and they wouldn't eventually turn on you? And that's what we're witnessing right now, man. The nations are starting to turn on who? America. The same whore all the nations got in league with, all right, followed after. All right? But now what? All the nations are saying what? How they hate this place. Which further proves that America is that great whore. Go skip down to fit. Keep going.
I was just going to ask that. Keep going. Verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of the men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
Right. So nations are pissed at you, man. Plain and simple. All right, you've killed the fucking globe. You killed people for your own personal gain. And you lied about it saying it's for peace. But yet they received no peace as of yet. So, even in Saudi Arabia, some of them got rich. The princes of them, but the rest of the people are fucked over, man. And guess what? Now the economies are crashing. They realize they got tricked. They gave you all these resources, but they only got dollars, which can only buy stuff for a certain amount of time because it's a false balance. Now they finna feel the effect of the money crashing, man. So now they pissed. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Woe to him that covereth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his neck on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Right, you put yourself above everybody else. All right, you thought nothing could touch you, right? But guess what? They finna turn you because the Spirit of the Lord is in control of all things. All right, and the Lord is finna come fuck you up. Read the next verse.
Verse 10. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to you, him that buildeth a town with blood, is establishes a city by iniquity.
Now we know America was started on the backs of the natives, all right, the blood of the natives and the blood of Latins and the blood of the so-called Negro. But America reached this great status by off of our backs, but also by the image they promoted to the world, all right, and enforced that image on the world, man. Furthering its exceptional state by putting bomb in the world, all right, nuking fucking Japan and made the world scared. Now, well, we got to do it in America. All shit like that. Alright? And it said but it said woe to him, man. So guess what? Your end is coming, man. Nations wouldn't fear for long, man. The Lord's gonna increase put that spirit on them to come against you. That's what time we in. They all getting nuclear capabilities. Alright? Which is part of the Lord's knowledge, because that's his doings. He said it's a weapon of his indignation. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Behold, it is it not of the Lord of hosts that people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity.
Right. People work 12 hours a day just to get enough money, all right, to continue to work. All right? They outsource the shit to these other nations and give them less money than they give niggas over here. So all they doing is increasing poverty across the globe, man. Why they get rich? Richer. Just to hoard it. Go ahead.
Verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of glory of the Lord, as the waters covered the sea.
Right. And guess what? At this end, the truth is spread, man. So because this truth is spreading, the spirit is spreading out there, man. So what's happening, man? These nations are starting to, as the truth say, realize how big of a piece of shit you are. All right? It is that simple, man. This truth is spreading out there. Go ahead.
Verse 17. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that pourest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also. Thou mayest look on their nakedness.
There you go. And that's what he did. He put the bottle to his lips. He made them drink. Look, you're gonna take this democracy, all right, you're gonna do what we say do, or guess what? We're gonna fuck you up. We're gonna make you drink. You're gonna get on our system one way or another. That's what America has done. But it says, woe to him that does that. All right, because at some point in time, the Lord's gonna put that spirit of truth out there, which really is on us. And we preach it. But now the nations are starting to see the lies that America and how they trick them into this shit, man. All right, because the times we in, man. Okay? Read one more verse.
Verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered, and the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on the glory.
There you go. So now that cup is finna turn on you. That's why these heathens are getting pissed at you, man. All right? They realize that you're full of shit. All the glory and greatness America was looked at upon the world, they realize that it's full of shit. All right? Hit the Nahum 3 and 4.
This is Nahum 3, verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored.
Mm-hmm. Well-favored. So that means this bitch was loved. Like we read in Revelation, it says the merchants got rich off of it. Even when this place crashed, they're going to be sad. Like, damn, we did get rich off that hoe. The rulers of it, at least. All right, we did get do whatever fucking wickedness we wanted to do. But they still hate this bitch. It's a love-hate relationship. They can do whatever they want to do, but they hate how it brings death. That's what the wages of sin is, death. Wickedness leads to death. You can't eat your cake and have it too. Which the saying I finally understand, man. Because you can't want to keep your cake, save it, and eat it at the same time. You got to pick one. If you eat it, it's gone. If you save it, then you can't eat it. They want to have both. It don't work like that. All right? Go ahead.
This is Nahum 3:4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft.
That's right. Gather, it said, sell it, which, it said, selling nations to whoredoms and families to witchcrafts, man, got whole lands. All right? Got whole people, got gained over whole countries, man, by trickery, by witchcraft, by deceits, by getting them on their way in philosophy, man. That drunkenness, that whore, that liberty. Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want to. Just give us access to your gas lines. Make this the set price for your oil. Make all the nations have to deal with your oil with the U.S. dollar. Therefore, they getting rich off the interest they charge on the dollar. You ain't benefiting from it as much as they are. And now your people are all demonic. That's what America has done to the world. Read the next verse.
Verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
There you go, man. So now the nation's been tricked, but now they're getting pissed, man. Because the Lord is against you for the wickedness, man. So now the nations are seeing that America's full of shit, and they turn on this whore, man. Alright? As it says in Revelation 17 and 16, man. Alright? And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire, man. Alright? For the Most High have put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. Alright? So that was only for a certain amount of time, man. Now that's the EU mainly, but the rest of the nations follow suit. Okay? They gave their power over to America. America made all those agreements. Alright? That great whore controlled everything. But now that's over with. The nations are turning on this place, man. Alright? So that's solid. You can't get around that. America is that great harlot, man. Who else spread liberty across the globe? Got rich off of it, and now the world hate it. Alright? So with that, hopefully this was edifying. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles. And salutation to you brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom.